Welcome back to more Attack on Titan. My name is Karlii Hoke. I am a voice actor.
My name's Taylor. Welcome back to the channel.
Would you like to tell us what happened last time? Because I am failing to remember, even though we watched it 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, we took a little break, made a little food between the last episode.
He had to eat.
And
he was a hungry boy, like the Titans.
I mean, it was a very intense episode. Like it was
worked up an appetite.
We went through a lot of emotions, and Eren went through a lot of emotions.
Hell
he was
yeah,
coming back, and he was like seeing the other side, because he was only ever on the side of inside, watching them come back, and he felt like they were heroes. They were the people who were willing to go out. And now coming back in, he's like, 20 people just died for me, and we failed.
And there's still that kid that's like, they're so cool.
Yeah.
They go back and they deal with all that, and then they come back and they're awesome.
And so that kid's gonna go die in 5-10 years. And so Eren's dealing with that as well. The other thing that happened is Eren's now been turned over. He's no longer with the Survey Corps.
They got rid of him.
So,
well, the Survey Corps didn't, but the government made him.
The people who were supporting the Survey Corps could no longer stand up in the government because they had nothing to show for it. They just lost like 20, 25 people.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what happens. I think he's still gonna have to go out with them. He's still gonna have to, their end goal is to make it back to the basement.
Right.
And to seal up that wall.
Right.
So they're gonna have to do that at some point, but now they're gonna have to figure out another, maybe they befriend Pixis, maybe there's like a little internal dialogue and they get Pixis on their side.
Is Mikasa going with him?
Yeah, I feel like Mikasa goes wherever Eren does.
I don't know if Mikasa's gonna go, I don't know if the government's gonna grab her too. And I don't think you can leave your post. Like if you're Survey Corps, I don't think you can just go, I wanna be with the government now.
That could be, that could actually be an interesting plot point. But she was also like the top person they've ever had ever, so maybe they give her a little special treatment.
Yeah, maybe.
Armin though, on the other hand, nah, he's just stuck.
Damn.
But he's gonna be a really good strategist in the future.
What's the title of this episode? Smile?
Smile, and it's part 1 of another multi-part.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're gonna get on into it. If you want to catch up to where we are, we're probably almost done with season 2 at this point on our Patreon. Check out the link down in the description below.
Uncensored, uncut.
Raw. But other than that, we're gonna get into it. Attack on Titan. Smile.
Let's do it.
Oh, now we're checking out Annie. She's off with the military police.
Maybe that's why she was crying.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe she is.
We're getting this backstory for Annie now. We still don't have backstory for Levi, even though he seems to be more important. So...
Well, she was a big part of the beginning. She looks like she's in the military police. She's convinced Annie's the Titan. Female Titan.
I am.
Oh my god,
Oh
a wallist,
my God.
bro. Get these guys out of here.
Do they sexualize the walls?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
The Survey Corps made it back. Why couldn't Annie make it back? Also,
If they made
it
it
would
back to
make
the outer
sense.
wall, Annie's already back.
なにもう怒ってんのね
愛想のないやつだなほっといてやれよ兄はあのトロスタクから来たんだ
They're definitely making it
この支部でも言う
seem like it's her, which is why I'm also...
あんたこの子に気があるんだ
They're trying to make it seem like it's her, that's why I'm like skeptical.
ヒッチ
It's her.
お前みたいなバカ女が憲兵団に入る
But then that leads me to wonder, what does the government want with her?
言っても
Well, that's feeding into your second theory that the government is behind everything.
The government is behind everything.
Okay.
いいってそんなの
That I don't know for certain. I also don't know if Annie is
いつもの雑務とは違う仕事を
the female Titan for certain, but it seems like it.
奴らが本日この町の中央通りを通る護送自体は憲兵団本部の仕事だから我々はこの
She's so short.
なお警備開始地点には橋家船で向かう以上一ついいでしょうかご相談を何から守ればいいのでしょうかこの壁の中で王政に逆らうものなど聞いたことがありません
It's a monarchy too. It's not even a council.
Yeah.
おお、お前真面目だな。すべて任せた。詳細はこれに書いてあるからな。
Dude's like, I'm just trying to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
It's got a 5 o'clock shadow in the
Yeah.
morning.
だが、ヘマだけを
We
やる
ranking officers are
お
busy.
お待たせ。続きやっか。
Yeah, that's exactly what I expected to be
Yeah.
in that room.
I mean, that's the military police for you. They just
They're a
slack off.
joke. They're such a joke.
だから選んだんだけどさでも新兵のうちはほとんどの
Oh, I gotta
仕事を
fix that. That's
してられ
falling
る
off the wall.
What has?
知らなかったよ。
クズめ。
Has it fall? Oh.
It's falling off the wall.
選んだ時点でお前も同類だろうが。
同類じゃない。俺はお前らクズとは違う。俺は憲兵団を正しくするためにここに来た。
What he should have said is, nah, I'll win.
そういうやつだった。
Where'd you pull that from?
どうやって正すんだ。
What? With what he was saying?
Yeah.
He was like gloating about his skill.
Well, where'd you get the nah, I'd win thing from?
Gojo?
Interesting. So you have spoiled yourself for season
You
way down the line.
literally talk about that all the time.
単純なことだ。ただ普通の人間に戻す。人本来の正しい姿に。
つまんないやつだと思ってたわ。ごめんね。
そら大変立派な目標だな。
いい人が体制を占めちまったら、それこそしまいだと思うけどね。
They need someone scummy in charge.
私はそういう人がいることを知ってる。大きな流れに逆らうって、とても勇気がいることだから、尊敬するよ。
See, she really respects Aaron.
Yeah.
行くぞ。
Yeah.
Why would she be trying to kidnap him? If she respects the hell out of him.
場所は45分後に外
Save him from the
通過する
survey corps.
現場に
But she was like the cause of everything,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, I'm not totally discrediting it. Like, they are setting it up to seem like it's Annie based on the way she looked,
ちょっと、
all the circumstances that are surrounding this. But
うちの備品じゃん。
内地に運ぶんだろ。
だとしても一体何やって。
They're taking their supplies further in. There are bribes.
oh yeah, this is the inner government we are talking about.
あいつ本当に本物じゃん。
まあ、こうか不幸か時間はある。
Are they selling it to
楽しま
civilians?
せてもらおうぜ。
Black market. So black market just does whatever they want. They sell it to probably civilians, probably to criminals, probably everybody, you know?
なんだしんべ。何の用だ。
This guy has the worst
環球品の横領は
haircut, like face combo. Unlucky.
お前さんの将来が楽しみだよ。女でも買ってすっきりしてきな。
God, how much is that worth?
環球品の横領は。
Straight to the gut. Oh, he went.
Knock his ass out.
Yeah. Even his buddy's like, yeah, maybe you're going a little too hard. Y'all aren't gonna do anything?
Well, we're trainees.
ふざけるな。そんな無法が許されるんだよ。ここじゃな。
And he's gonna, yeah. I was like, she's not gonna hurt anybody, but she's definitely gonna stop it.
せんね、バカがご迷惑かけちゃったみたいで。こっちできっちり調教しときますんで。それとも。
She's sly.
今度だけだ。
They made that deal in
Broad
broad daylight
in front
the
of
middle
everybody.
of public,
Mhm.
and then beat his ass because he called him on it.
Hey, the military police, they're untouchable. Just gonna shoot
He
him.
wants to.
相応の報いを受けさせるんでしょ。
That's what she was
Annie
saying
knows
earlier.
something.
No,
付き合っ
that's what she was saying earlier when he was like, "I'm gonna help change this place," and she's like, "No, you won't. You know the right things to say,
Yeah.
but you don't. You're not the true. You don't have the true conviction. I know someone like that," and that's when she
Yeah.
flashed to Aaron.
Yeah.
So now she's saying like, "Act on it.
Do it.
You say you're gonna make change.
I feel
make it
like she
happen."
also knows something. They don't even get meat where the survey corps is. They live off like bread.
Yeah.
聞いたそのバカなら。
Would he have done
だ
it?
のか。
Mikasa might have stopped him, but
Yeah.
he'd gone for maybe. Yeah, maybe. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
大きな
We still haven't seen an intro, have we?
Yeah, I skipped it. It
Oh,
was the very
okay,
beginning.
okay.
They just didn't recap.
もう普通の人間なんじゃないの。
See, I feel like she's more.
私はただそうやって流されるような弱いやつでも思われたいだけ。
I want the weak to be considered human too. She seems to be fighting more for the causes that like Aaron is fighting for. Oh, Armin!
もうすっかり憲兵団だね。
Military police somewhere around 2,000. Add garrison 5,000. Okay. Well, city is 200 military police. Monitor garrison direct firefighting. Okay.
兄、エレンを逃がすことに。
They're gonna try to get Aaron
逃
out.
がすってどこに？王政の命令に逆らって
Oh my god.
壁の中のどこに逃げる？
And they're in the heart of everything too.
Yeah.
隠すだけさ。
And Aaron's got all eyes on him.
Mm-hmm.
その間に審議会勢力をひっくり返すだけの材料を揃える。必ずね。ひっくり返す材料。そんな都合のいい何かがあるの？ごめん、言えない。
What does he know?
黙っといてやるから、勝手に頑張んな。兄、お願いだ。このままじゃエレンは殺される。
That is true. They want to kill him.
Yeah.
一滅の道を進もうとしている。説得力がないことは分かってる。もう大きな賭けをするしかないんだ。もちろん。
That seems like a mistranslation. Seems like it should be I have to take a big risk.
どうしても憲兵団の力。もう大きな賭けをす
Well,
る。
big wager. I mean, like, it might not be the most common thing that you would say.
It works, but I feel like it would fit better if it said I have to take a big risk. Anyway,
You're an English
semantics.
elitist over here.
Yeah, I can't do math though, so.
どうしても憲兵団の力が必要なんだ。もうこれしかない。
So maybe she could leave the doors open for him.
Yeah.
自分にとって都合のいい人のことをそう呼んでいるだけのような気がするから。
Yeah.
都合のいい人の
Interesting.
だから。
Except Aaron. He's good for everybody. That's why 25 people died.
悪い人になるね。
I like her eyes.
Yeah.
She has like silver eyes.
Almost like the female Titan.
I don't think the female Titan had silver eyes. I thought they were blue.
They are. She agreed. Why did she put her gun down? What is she doing?
乗った。
She's getting married?
What is that? What was that?
Brass knuckles.
No.
She's going in fist fighting with a finger.
No, what was that?
I don't know, maybe a key? Oh, Aaron is in on it. Never mind. They put Jean in for Aaron.
He's like twice the size of Aaron.
Oh, but nobody's ever seen
We don't
him.
look alike at all, yeah.
But nobody's ever seen him.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Yeah. They made his hair the same.
Both of you look like criminals with the same nasty look in your eyes.
I don't
Oh
have a
my God.
horse face.
立体軌道で突破するつもりだったんだ。
That wouldn't have worked well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
そもそも
Yeah.
ストヘスクに入る前に逃げた方がこんな面倒もかからなくて済んだはずでしょ。なんで今ここの
That is a good question.
Yeah.
地下都市の廃墟が残っているんだ。外扉の近くまで続いている。
本当か、すっげえな。
So they're just gonna send.
兄。なんだお前。
They're just gonna send Jean.
暗くて狭いところが怖いとか言うなよ。
She can't transform down there.
No, she's just scared of
She
dark.
can't transform down there.
大男を空中で一回転させるような乙女はか弱くねえよ。バカ言ってねえで急ぐぞ。
Oh, I thought he was referring to her twirling, the female Titan twirling.
そっちは怖い。
It scares me.
Okay, we get it. You think she's a female Titan?
I totally do.
地上を行かないんだ。
Watch me be so wrong.
That would be hilarious. I don't think you are. I think you probably are correct. But like, they just are making it so obvious that it would like kind of be disappointing.
叫ばないで。大丈夫でしょ、ミカサ。さっきからこの辺には全く人がいないから。たく傷つく。
Oh, she is. Oh shit, she is. They knew it. It was a setup.
私をそんな目で見るようになった。
Oh shit, you got it.
Armin knew. Armin knew.
マルコの立体機動装置を持
Dude.
っていた。
Okay, so what's the significance of the...
Wait, Armin fucking looked her in the face.
わかった。そう。
There's so many questions that I have about this, but I'll
Yeah,
save them to the
yeah,
end.
yeah,
Like, things don't make sense in my mind, but that's fine.
一体いつからあんたは
When did you start looking at me that way?
私をそんな目で見るようになったの。なんでマルコの立体機動装置を
Why did you have
持ってい
Marco's
た
maneuver gear? When did Marco die?
A while ago, remember that was the guy we
That
didn't
was in the Battle of
remember.
Trost.
Yeah.
あれは
I happened to find
拾
it
ったの。
on the ground because he died.
兄が殺したの。でも1ヶ月前にそう思っていたんなら、なんでその時に行動しなかった。
Hmm.
今だって信じられないよ。間違いだって思いたくて。
Holy shit.
そのせいで兄だってあの時僕を殺さなかったから。
Yeah.
今こんなことになって。
He recognized her.
Mhm.
Why didn't he say anything before? Dude, there's some plot holes. But you fucking got it.
I did.
心底そう思うよ。まさかあんたにここまで追い詰められるなんてね。
But there's way too many plot holes.
なんでだろうね。
お
お前が間の悪いバカでクソつまんない冗談で適当に話を合わせてる可能性がまだあるから。この地下に入るだけで証明できることがあるんだ。こっちに来て証明。
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
she won't go down because she can't transform.
私は戦士
No, but I don't understand. I failed to become worse. I don't understand why. Like, if she can't transform, whatever, she can just walk down and.
以上聞いてられない
Mikasa's ain't fucking around now.
ズタズタに削いでやる豚の巨人
Hey, you weren't really the one that tore her apart. Levi better be here somewhere hiding.
That's unnerving.
That's not a good sign.
That's very unnerving.
That's not a good
What
sign.
was the significance of the ring?
Something.
アルミ私が
That's a creepy turn.
Yeah.
私がかけたのはここからだから
Something about the ring?
Are these Survey Corps members? What the fuck? They're trying to prevent her from
Transforming.
fighting herself.
Oh, she can hurt herself.
She can hurt herself
That's the
with
ring.
that. Damn. Oh, they're all dead. Damn.
Holy shit.
That's an explosion.
They didn't even know that the female Titan existed before that.
Yeah. Wait, so I have so many questions.
I do too.
You wanna go first?
No.
Okay, so first of all, did the Survey Corps let the military police know? Probably not.
Did the Survey Corps know that it was her? Or was it just Armin that put things together?
Well, Armin had to have convinced literally everyone in the Survey Corps because they had backup. All the Survey Corps members were up on the rooftops.
Oh, yeah.
They that's when like I put it together in my head. When I saw them on the rooftops, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I didn't even look at their labels, their badges,
Yeah.
their symbols.
So they had to have told the military police.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to get all those people in there
Yeah.
without the military police. Well, I mean, maybe they're all dumb as hell. That's what Aaron was saying.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like they would have had to tell the military police. Also, it just doesn't make sense that she's the female Titan based on the way she acted in the beginning and the way that, like, for her to get from where she is in the center of all the walls, outside of the walls, and then back in one night or in one day because they left in the morning.
She was out late.
But like,
She snuck in. She was out late.
like I don't understand the
slept
logistics
in?
of that. First of all, the logistics of that just don't make sense to me because
Yeah, I mean, it's very loose.
they're
yeah.
like miles and like tens of miles away.
But the Survey Corps got back in the same day. They got back at sunset.
But
so
they only went out. Okay, so two responses to that. These guys are in like the center wall right now.
Yeah.
They left the second wall, which is like
That's true.
50 miles from the center
That's
wall.
true. That's true.
So they were on the outer wall. They left, barely made it out, got rolled, came back. She had to go from the center where she was in the military police, leave the first wall, travel to the second wall, leave the second wall, fuck them up, come back through the second wall, come back through the first wall, and make it back in one day and one night.
I still wonder why
That's
she was
insane.
fucking crying.
Well, we'll probably find out, but that to me logistically just doesn't make sense. Like, it's actually bothering me that she's the female Titan because the logistics of it just don't make sense.
Right.
No, not even that. Like, it's awesome that you're right. Congratulations. I'm excited for you. But like, the logistics of it are just not making sense in my mind. I don't get it. I don't understand how she could be the female Titan logistically.
It's an anime.
I guess so. And so the ring was allowing her to be able to.
Yeah, hurt herself. So he doesn't have to bite himself. He just has to get hurt.
Yeah. So theoretically, he could turn in if somebody stabbed him.
Yeah, if he had the intention.
Or maybe it has to be self-inflicted. Like, we don't know the details of that.
Yeah,
Maybe it has to be a self-inflicted wound. I mean, they had a plan. I mean, to tackle
did have a
her and
plan.
put the thing in her mouth so she
They
couldn't
tried
bite.
to get her to go underground.
I
She
don't-
noticed that there hadn't been people around for a long time.
What is the significance of underground? Like,
She can't transform.
well, what would happen? Would her body just wouldn't be able to make it out of the transfer? It would just stop?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Or
know.
break or something as it was like expanding?
I do not know, but he couldn't transform when he was in the well, remember?
No, that was chalked up to him like not having a purpose for transforming.
Right, but he still couldn't do it. So I think that was also telling us like he can't transform in small places because he had a purpose when he reached for the spoon, and that's a small purpose. I feel like his purpose could be getting out of the well. I don't know. But I don't think they can transform in small places.
Maybe. I definitely don't. I don't think he didn't transform the well because it was small. I think it was because he didn't have like a purpose for it.
Yeah.
Because when he transformed to get the spoon, he like only transformed his arm. and it only picked up the spoon.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know. It totally could be.
I'm sure we'll figure out more and it'll close in some gaps.
Yeah, it's just very interesting. This is getting more layers on it
Yeah.
each episode, and it's
Not answering
it's
many
really
things.
fun to think about like the different possibilities.
Well, yeah, you also love Lost, and I feel like every episode of Lost is like, I have no clue what's happening. I have more
Mystery.
questions and zero
Yeah.
answers. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening right here is
Yeah.
like more questions, no more answers.
They better have Levi here. If Levi's not here, then that means it's an inside job with Armin and a few people he's been able to get. If Levi's not here with them right now on the rooftops, or in Irwin somewhere close by, if they come up with some bullshit excuse and say like, oh, Erwin and Levi had to stay behind so they could make it seem as though it was, I'm gonna lose it. But Levi better be here. We're gonna see some crazy shit with him again. They're fleeing down to get Aaron away because they know that she wants him for something.
Yeah, what does she want him
And
for?
now I think we're gonna start to see more
Does
spies.
she want him to make Titan babies? They don't have reproductive organs. There's little
Okay.
tin dolls down there.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Yeah, she wants Titan babies with him. All right, we're gonna end it there. If you made it this far, hey, subscribe, join us for the ride. Leave us a like down below, help the algorithm, and let us know what you thought in the comment section below.
I was right. I knew when she was the only, and they made a point of showing her turning away from the group. And so
Way back
that's
when.
stuck in my head. Yeah, they made a point and I was like, that was a very directed like way of doing that. Like everybody else, they just kind of were like flash, 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 flash. With her, it was like, oh yeah, you saw her turn.
Good pickup. I'm proud of you.
I mean,
picking all
it was
up.
that, and then it was like, oh, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Well, she
Okay.
has silver eyes, so. Yeah.
The Titan's eyes are very, very bright blue.
I thought Aaron had green eyes in his Titan form. That's not bright blue.
No, her eyes are very, very bright blue when she's a Titan.
Oh.
They're not silver
I
when
see what
she's
you're
a
saying.
Titan.
They're silver when she's a human.
Yeah. And there were a few other things too. I was just like,
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.